Hello everybody and welcome. In today's video we're going to be discussing how to beat PC Demo Magnamalo using the light bowgun. One of the first things you have to keep in mind is that as a gunner you have extremely low health, you are extremely weak to being killed by Magnamalo in one shot. As you can see, I took that hit there. Luckily I had collected enough spear burbs that way it wasn't immediately fatal, but you need to keep in mind as a gunner you need to be dodging every attack you can. Alright, now let's go ahead and get into the instructions. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to load into a game. We're not going to be killing Magnamalo in this hunt. You're just going to want to go to your radio menu settings and set it up that way you can very quickly build piercing ammo. This is important because piercing ammo is the best ammo to use in this run. Piercing ammo is fantastic because you can shoot while moving and you can reload while moving, and that makes dodging Magnamalo extremely easy. Alright, so go ahead and return from the hunt where you set up your ammo. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the real hunt. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into your tent and you're going to want to collect a couple items. Potion, Mega Potion, Pitfall Trap, and your Stake. After this you're going to want to follow a preset route to make sure that you maximize on the following. You want to make sure you get wire bugs. You're going to want to make sure you get Latchberry. Latchberry is extremely important because Latchberry is how you build piercing ammo. We've got the radio menu set up now that way you can build piercing ammo while you're in the middle of a fight, but that consumes Latchberries, so you want to make sure that you have as many Latchberries as you can get. So this is my route. You can take whatever route you want, but again, you just want to make sure you're maximizing spear burbs, Latchberries, and making sure that you have a third wire bug if you can. While I'm going through showing you this route, there's a couple things I want to talk about. First off, you need to understand when you're going to be able to deal damage to Magnamalo versus when you're going to be vulnerable to him. The reason that we are using piercing ammo is, first off, it deals a moderate amount of damage. It's not the most damage that you're going to be able to deal. You're going to be able to deal a little bit more damage with water ammo. However, while you're firing piercing ammo, you're capable of moving while shooting and capable of moving while reloading. Most of the ammo types that they give you in the demo, while you are reloading, you have to stand still. That is a great time for Magnamalo to whip his tail out and just kill you in one hit. So for this reason, it's extremely important to make sure that you have as much piercing ammo as possible. Just a heads up that in this video, I'm assuming you are familiar with the controls of light bowgun. If you're not familiar with how to use light bowgun, please check out this other video I made on Introduction to Light Bowgun. To get into the fight, I usually go to Rathian first, and I start off the fight with a wire bug attack, making Rathian mountable. Once Rathian is mountable, I will just pummel Magnamalo. While attacking Magnamalo, I will use strong attacks, and once my monster gets tired after strong attack, I'll just go ahead and use a wire bug evade to immediately go into my next strong attack. Once I have my mounted Punisher ready, I'll go ahead and use it once the bar is very close to being low, and then it's important to know when you're using the mounted Punisher, even after you get dismounted, the mounted Punisher is not over yet. I get kicked off here, and Magnamalo is gonna get nudged again. See that? Now it's fine to start my damage. I can go up to him, I can set up my Wyvern Blast. Had I set up my Wyvern Blast where he was before he got nudged, Wyvern Blast would be completely useless. He would be nowhere near the Wyvern Blast, and I wouldn't be able to do anything. I switched to water ammo here. It's very important to use water ammo when you can because piercing ammo is going to run out fast. And it's safe to use water ammo there because if I have to stand still while reloading, that's fine. He's lying on the ground. He's not going to hit me. Then I go back to piercing ammo, and the strategy is dodge to the left. Constantly be dodging to the left. Why to the left? Because on most of the attacks, the hitboxes are larger on the right side. On Magnamalo's left, so you're going to want to dodge to your left, his right side. So again, I'm just constantly moving around him in a clockwise fashion, and I'm using my piercing ammo to shoot him in the front paws. The front paws are a weak spot, and once I hit him in a front paw, you can see my damage indicators there are glowing orange. That means I hit him in a weak spot. I'm also trying to make sure I stay medium to long range away from him. I don't want to be close enough that way he can just melee me, but I want to be close enough that I'm able to deal maximum damage. So that's when your reticle is orange. You don't want your reticle to be yellow because you're too far away, or yellow because you're too close. You want to make sure your reticle is always orange, and that you always have a shot on that front paw. The front paw is not the only weak spot we're going to talk about. Magnamalo's tail, the very tip of the tail, is also a huge weak spot. So again, if you can get the tail with piercing ammo and it can pierce through the body and hit the body a bunch of times along the way, that's a great way to deal massive damage. If you catch Hellfire Blight like I did there, make sure you get a chance to disengage from the fight and wire bug dash that we can get it off of you. You don't want that ticking time bomb on you to come out and just kill you when you're not suspecting it. So again, just keep my distance and constantly keep peppering him with that piercing ammo. When I get a chance to use my wire bug attack, I will do so. It's important that you're constantly using wire bug attacks, but keep in mind that a wire bug attack leaves you vulnerable afterwards. You have to stand still to reload your gun after a wire bug attack, and that's time that Magnamalo can use to just punish you and kill you. So again, I've had my wire bugs too full for a while, but I wait until I get an opportunity to slide in there and I know he's not going to hit me to be able to get an attack in. It's important that you keep putting your wire bug attacks in because eventually you're going to want to make sure you can mount Magnamalo. Mounting him is going to be extremely important because we're going to take him over to Mizutsune and then use Mizutsune to deal a lot of damage to Magnamalo. In cases like this, when you get a knockdown, great. Get in close, set up your Wyvern Blasts. If you can, switch to your water ammo and just pepper him. Wyvern Blasts deal a massive amount of damage, and you want to make sure that you're using your water ammo rather than your piercing ammo here because you will run out of piercing ammo. So once again, I'm presented with a great opportunity to get a wire bug attack in, so I do that. And I just go ahead and get my range. Ooh, got a great shot on the tail there. Whenever you can do that, that's fantastic to see. Just keep on dodging and dodging to the left. If you get hit, it's not a big deal. Hopefully you've collected enough spirit burbs that way it shouldn't be fatal in one hit. But make sure that you shake off any Hellfire Blight that you have with a wire bug dash. When Magnamalo disengages from the fight, this is a great time to go around and make sure you have everything you need. Do you have 3 wire bugs? Do you need more latchberries? If so, in this case, I go and I collect latchberries because I know where they are spread out throughout the map. Because I collected the latchberries, I was able to maximize out my piercing ammo. And I've got enough to be able to craft another clip or so, but I'm still getting a little bit low on piercing ammo. That's something I need to be very mindful of. This arena is very tricky because, as you can see, I've got a giant wall to my left. Like I said earlier, I want to make sure I'm always dodging to the left, but it can be very difficult when there's a giant wall to your left, so sometimes you're going to have to dodge to the right. Be mindful to always have room to dodge to your left if you can, but if you have to dodge to the right, it's better to dodge to the right and take your chances rather than dodging to the left into a wall and then getting hit because you can't go through walls. That's just not going to work out very well. That is a great opportunity to get a wire bug attack in when he sticks his tail out like that. When you make them mountable, go in there, lay down both of your barrel bombs. If you can, wire bug attack into the barrel bombs. In this case, I just lost my 3rd wire bug just as I was setting up the bomb, so I just go ahead and I take a regular shot. I am extremely lucky here. Mizutsune is right next to spawn. This was amazing. A lot of times you don't get an opportunity like this, but this is great because if you cart, you come right back into the fight. And this is a huge open arena, a lot of opportunity to dodge. I do not want to attack Mizutsune, I just want to make it mountable. So as soon as I get to Mizutsune, I launch Magnamalo into Mizutsune, and then using Mizutsune, I just pepper Magnamalo constantly with strong attacks. Once the strong attack is over, I'll evade, that way I can immediately go back into another strong attack. As before, it's important to note that when you use your mounted Punisher, you are going to continue nudging Magnamalo even after you dismount. So it's important to make sure you wait for Magnamalo to finish moving before you set up your Wyvern Blasts. Okay, Magnamalo's been nudged, so now I can set up my Wyvern Blast. And again, if you get the opportunity to swap to water ammo, you should do so, because you are going to be running out of piercing ammo. Piercing ammo is extremely important, and Magnamalo just has so much health that you're very likely to run out. And then you just go back into the damage loop, just constantly keep peppering him with that piercing ammo. When the tail comes out like that, great opportunity to get crit hits on the tail. When Magnamalo gets charged up like that, you need to be careful, because he will run you down like that. Now, a lot of times in this fight, if you cart, this could be a big deal. This could be the end of the run. But since Magnamalo is right next to the spawn point, we're great. We can jump right back into the fight. I did make one mistake here. I crafted pierce ammo. I should have gone into the tent and collected the piercing ammo I already have in the tent. In the tent you have backup ammo. Instead, I burned a lot of my latch berries crafting the piercing ammo. I should not have done that. Knowing that I'm out of latch berries though, I'm going to go ahead and go to a spawn node for latch berries, collect more, that way I can make more piercing ammo in a little bit. And then I jump right back into the fight. At this point in the fight, I haven't really used my traps. I haven't used my pitfall trap. I haven't used my shock trap. I'm waiting for my wyvern blast to become completely regenerated. I'm waiting for me to have 3 of them. I like to set up my traps and then use all 3 of them and then back off and then just cause them to explode for massive damage. However, I just got a warning saying there's only 5 minutes left. So at this point in time, I'm starting to panic a little bit. I shouldn't. I should calm down. I should wait for all 3 wyvern blasts to come out. But I say, hey, well, I've got 1 wyvern blast. He's getting hurt. He's probably not too far off from death. So I'm going to go ahead and just do whatever damage I can. So I set up my wyvern blast and then I just pepper it with a bunch of piercing ammo. It would have been much better for me to wait for all 3 of my wyvern blasts to regenerate. And I should not have been using piercing ammo here. I should have been using water ammo here because I'm getting dangerously low on piercing ammo. In this part here, I am in trouble. I have run out of piercing ammo, but we can see that Magnamalo is close to death. We've got the little blue icon on the top right. So I go ahead and I set up my wyvern blast and I say, okay, well, I'll just use my shotgun ammo. I'll use my spread ammo because I'm up, I'm close, I'm detonating my wyvern blasts. But right now I'm going to be in a rough situation because I don't have the ammo I want. I don't have piercing ammo. I'm going to alternate back and forth between spread ammo and normal ammo. But really I should have made sure that after I carded, I went into the tent and I collected the available piercing ammo there rather than going through and crafting extra piercing ammo. So that mistake is on me. Because I'm using ammos that I don't like to use, I have to fight way closer than I'm comfortable with. This is extremely dangerous. At any point in time, Magnamalo can just decide to smack me and kill me, but I'm doing my best to dodge. Unfortunately, that is rough right there. I got hit with a Hellfire Blight, and then immediately after the Hellfire Blight, Magnamalo is just gonna get real rough with me, and boom. Now, if you cart twice in this quest, that is almost certainly the end. You're just not gonna have enough time to deal enough damage. However, because the first cart happened when Magnamalo was right there at the beach, so close to spawn, I'm still in a position where I have enough time, but barely. I need to pretty much be playing perfectly from here on out. Unfortunately, after I leave my tent, I see Magnamalo is heading up all the way to the top of the map. I'm starting to worry a little bit here. Am I going to have enough time to get the kill? And that's a very serious concern because Magnamalo is so overly tuned here that it is very reasonable to believe you're just going to run out of time and not get the kill. I'm going to fast forward through this bit. And when I get up here, I see Magnamalo is asleep, which is fantastic. Whenever you find a monster that's asleep, you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to set up extra damage to wake them up. So in this case, I set up a bomb. I'm going to go ahead and wire bug attack into it. Maybe don't wire bug attack into it. I took a little bit of damage there. I stunned myself, but the extra damage was pretty nice. So in my case, I think it was worth it. And then we're just back to our regular damage rotation. Great, I knocked him down, set up all 3 of my wyvern blasts, and we're just gonna pepper him like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots, and that is the kill. So again, to recap what we talked about, you need to make sure that you are constantly dodging Magnamalo. If you can, dodge to the left. If you have to dodge to the right, you can, but keep in mind it's a lot more risky to dodge to the right. Second, piercing ammo. You're going to run out of it. Make sure you have all the piercing ammo you can have. Make sure you have all the latch berries you have. That way you can maximize production of piercing ammo. Make sure you have a way to quickly produce piercing ammo. That's going to be your radial settings. Make sure you have it set up that way you can craft them. And then you're going to want to make sure you take advantage of as many stuns to Magnamalo as you can. You can trap him in the pitfall trap. You can trap him in the shock trap. You can hit him in the head with sticky bombs until he's KO'd. You can mount other creatures and do the mounted Punisher, which will also give you some extra time to hit him. And if you do wire bug attacks enough, he will become mountable. You can get in there, you can set up your bombs. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really enjoying producing content for Monster Hunter Rise. I'm producing all of my videos in 4K at 60 frames per second. I love doing this. If you appreciated this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot to me when I see subscriptions coming in. It shows me that people are enjoying the content that I'm producing, and that means the world to me. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.